Hello everybody, my name is Aura Villa and I'm here to talk about logical framework approach. So what is logical framework approach? Logical framework approach is a way of describing a project in a logical way so that it is well designed, described objectively, it can be evaluated and it can clearly be structured. But what is its main purpose? Logical framework approach enhances planning, analysis, and communication. In other words, it's a valuable tool that helps us to improve the quality of our projects. Logical framework approach mentions two stages that are used in project identification and formulation. These two stages are analysis stage and planning stage. So let's look closer to the analysis stage. In the analysis stage, we include the stakeholder analysis, the problem analysis, the objectives analysis, and the strategy analysis. For more understanding, I'm going to talk a little bit for each one. The stakeholder analysis includes an overview of the basic characteristics of the stakeholders, their interests and how they're affected in the problem, their capacity and motivation to bring about change, and the possible action to address their interest. Now, the problem analysis, or also called the tree problem, or identifies the negative aspects of an existing situation and establishes a cause-effect relationship between the identified problems. Problems are identified and arranged in a problem tree in a pictorial way by establishing the cause and effect relationship between the negative aspects of an existing situation. And how do we design a problem tree? We have to take into account some steps. First, we need to identify the major existing problems upon available information. Step 2 is about selecting the focal problem for analysis. In step 3, you need to look for related problems to the started problem. Step 4, you begin to construct a problem tree by establishing a hierarchy of cause and effect relationship between the problems. In step 5, all other problems are sorted in the same way. Step 6, you need to connect all the problems with cause-effect arrows. Step 7, you need to review the diagram, verify its validity and completeness, and make necessary adjustments. In step 8, you must copy the diagram onto a sheet of paper to keep as a record and distribute to the participants for further comments or information. Now, let's talk about alternative strategies. These strategies are the ones that the business develops in order to assess the feasibility of the project. It is a difficult and challenging stage as it involves synthesizing a significant amount of information. So this was a small summary about the first stage of logical framework approach. But on the other hand, we have the planning stage. And in order to describe this planning stage, I have to say that the log frame matrix is part of it. So to briefly describe this log frame, we need to take into account the goals, the purpose, the outputs, and the activities. All these four parts are included in the log frame. In conclusion, logical framework approach is a valuable tool that will help us and guide us safely throughout the realization of our project. I really hope that you find this information really helpful and don't hesitate in giving me any feedback. Thank you so much for the support and thank you for your patience. I really appreciate it and see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.